It's not always easy. Written by Danica Myerson, narrated by Jeannie Lin. It's not always easy. As Diane and Abby walked into Mrs. Walker's psychology class, it appeared to be a normal Tuesday morning. The girls sat side by side in the right front corner of the room. Mrs. Walker put them in the front because she thought they wouldn't talk so much. Everyone makes mistakes, even teachers. Actually, Mrs. Walker could have put them on opposite sides of the room and taken away their cell phones, and they still would have communicated by using sign language. The bell to start class echoed through the school. Diane and Abby were having such an involved conversation with two of their classmates, Matthew and Mike, that they didn't see the new student walk into the room. After speaking with Mrs. Walker, he took an empty seat 2 rows away from the girls. They finally noticed him when Mrs. Walker hit Mike's desk with a yardstick, causing everyone to stop talking and look around the room to see what had caused the startling noise. The stranger glanced in the general direction of the girls. One can only imagine what was going on through their minds when they saw that he resembled a popular teen movie actor. Diane wrote C-U-T-E in her notebook and showed it to Abby. "I'll find out his name and digits," whispered Abby. "Not before I find them out," Diane whispered back. "If you two don't terminate this conversation, you'll have plenty of time to discuss your findings after school," interrupted Mrs. Walker. When the bell to end class rang, Diane and Abby were ready to pounce on the new student. Mike and Matthew figured out the girls' intentions, so they detained the girls on purpose. Mike took Diane's psychology textbook, and Matthew grabbed Abby's phone. They threw the items back and forth, forcing the girls to play monkey in the middle, trying to retrieve their belongings. While this commotion went on, the new student slipped out of the class as unnoticed as he had come in 50 minutes earlier. By the time the girls recovered their stuff, it was too late. The guys thought the whole thing was quite humorous. They could barely control their laughter as they walked down the corridor toward their next class. However, the girls were not amused. "Boys can be so immature," declared Abby. "No kidding. I don't even know why we put up with those two," answered Diane. "The one day we want to get out of class quickly and they hold us up." "I bet they did it on purpose." "Definitely," Diane agreed. "I guess it was sort of funny with the silly faces they made while they were trying so hard to catch my psychology book when the papers almost fell out of it." "They were a little funny," Abby smiled, "but don't tell them that." "Of course not," her best friend agreed. "Back on track. We still haven't talked to the new kid. I suppose life isn't always easy." "Abby, you're sounding so philosophical ever since we've been taking the psychology class." "Shut up," Abby said with a laugh. "We're still going to the mall tonight, right?" "Wouldn't miss it for the world," Diane promised. On Wednesday, psychology class was the last period of the day.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?